Hiya, folks. Hold on to your hats and pass those Kellogg's Corn Pops. Because here comes Guy Madison as Wild Bill and his pal Jingles, which is me, Andy Devine. We got another rootin' tootin' Wild Bill Hickok adventure story for you from that great new cereal with the sweetening already on it, Kellogg's Corn Pops!
Kellogg's Corn Pops brings you Wild Bill Hickok, transcribed in Hollywood and starring Guy Madison as Wild Bill and Andy Devine as his pal Jingles. In the days of the Old West, early fall was the time of the big cattle drives from Texas ranches to the railheads in Kansas. One such drive snarled up United States Marshal Wild Bill Hickok and his deputy Jingles in some real trail herd trouble. It all started that day in August when old Dad McLean was standing near the corral of his Texas ranch watching his boys drive his herd in from roundup.
All right, Cookie, that's the last of them. Drop the bars in that gate. The rest of you boys unsaddle them cayuses and let them roll in the dirt. Roundup's over. Hey, Cookie, be sure them bars are tight, then get away from there.
That's a good roundup, Rip.
Yeah, Mr. McLean, there's your trail herd, 3,000 strong. We'll start them north at sunup.
Barring any more hard luck.
Yeah, we've been jinxed enough for 1 year.
I couldn't take much more. Rip!
Hey, Cookie, that bull behind you, look out!
Rip, Cookie's down inside the gate. We gotta get him out of there. That bull will kill him for sure. Well, Rip, he's not as bad off as I first thought.
Nah, Cookie's right lucky to tangle with a locoed longhorn and come off with only a broken leg.
Still means he's going to be riding the bed wagon for 6 weeks instead of tending our chuck wagons.
Say, that's right, boss. With Cookie laid up, we got no biscuit roller to follow the trail herd north.
Looks like our run of bad luck still with us, Rip.
Yeah. Good range cooks is hard to find, and none of them likes to eat the dust of a trail herd.
Well, you get the boys all set to start out at sunup just the same. I'm riding in to get my horse shod. Maybe the blacksmith will have a line on a cook.
Yeah, Smitty keeps his eyes open.
Well, if he don't know any, I'll scout around for one.
Well, just keep your eye peeled for some fat Jasper, boss. You got 2 to 1 odds that if he likes to eat big, he just might be able to cook, too.
Well, steady, boy. Hey, you got a point there, Rip. I'll throw a hold on the first oversized Ranahan that cuts my trail.
Better be careful, though. The way our luck's been running, he might just turn out to be a deputy United States Marshal like the one I saw in town last week.
Reckon that'd be in our favor, Rip. With the black omens stacking up against us, I figure this is one drive that's in for trouble. Bad trouble.
Howdy, partners. This is your old pal, Panhandle Jim again. Doggone, but this show's a good one, isn't it? So you know what I got here? Kellogg's Corn Pops in a great big package. Now guess what's inside this package, besides all those good-tasting, crunchy Corn Pops? My right hand. That's right, men. I'm fixing to take out a handful of Corn Pops just soon as we're through chinning here. Now, you'd sure like these Corn Pops, too. Corn Pops are golden hearts of corn, all popped up big and sassy. They're crisp and crunchy. And listen to this. Kellogg's Corn Pops are already sweetened for you. Eat 'em right out of the box or for some real chow at breakfast in a bowl with milk. No sugar needed, mind you. The sweetening's already there. And believe me, men, when you light into a package of Kellogg's Corn Pops, I'm willing to stake my trusty old six-shooter you'll say you never enjoyed better eating. Now, tomorrow, sure, you'll want to saddle up and ride for the store. Load up on Kellogg's Corn Pops so you'll have plenty around for breakfast and snacks. Now, listen to this little saying I always use. Kids love Pops, moms love Pops, and Pops love Pops. Now, let's get back to Wild Bill and Jingles.
With the cattle drive starting tomorrow morning, old Dad McLean's cook tangled with a locoed steer and broke a leg. Now McLean's headed for town to find a new doe wrangler for his chuck wagon and to get his horse shod for the drive. Meanwhile, at the blacksmith shop in town...
Hold that cayuse down, Jingles. You want him to wreck my shop?
Now, whoa, Joker, whoa, now settle down. This won't hurt a bit. No, sir, not a bit. Come on, Smitty, hurry up and get that shoe finished, will you? Bill will be coming back here any minute, raring to go, and when Wild Bill Hickok is raring...
Now, get that burr out from under your saddle blanket, Jingles. You'll be racking up a breeze and breaking your cinch strap. Oh, howdy, Mr. Hickok.
Hello, Smitty. About ready to go, Jingles?
No, this sand turtle's too slow to catch cold.
Well, grab this billies and put a glow on my forge fire and I'll get through faster.
Oh, doggone it, why is it that everywhere I go, some jughead is always putting me to work?
Well, I reckon it's because you look so much like something folks usually puts a bridle on. Oh, here comes Dad McLean.
Howdy, gents.
Howdy, Mr. McLean. Roundup over?
Yep, corralled 3,000 head this morning. Top grade. But I had some more bad luck.
What's that?
Cookie tangled with a longhorn and came out with a broken leg. Know where I can find a good range cook?
Nope, not at the moment.
Rip said to look for a big fat jasper that looked like he'd been eaten big.
Now, you just keep away from me, mister. Quit looking at me like that. I'm a United States Deputy Marshal, and this here's my partner, Wild Bill Hickok.
Well, can you cook? Did I hear you right, mister? Did you say Hickok?
Wild Bill Hickok, and he can't do without me. Of course I can cook.
Well, Rip said if I found what I was looking for, he'd turn out to be a Deputy U.S. Marshal. Maybe you're the one he saw.
Hey, gents. Pipe the stranger with a fancy vest heading this way.
Hey, that sure is a pretty vest.
Yes, city feller if I ever saw one.
Well, good afternoon, gents. Good afternoon. Which one of you is Dad McLean?
I'm McLean.
My name's Brunson, Mr. McLean. Top Money Brunson, they call me. I represent a group of cattle buyers from Chicago.
Come on, Jingles. Let's get your horse shot and hit the trail. How about it, Smitty?
Yeah, come on, you old sand turtle, and get to work.
You looking to buy my cattle, Bronson?
Yes, sir. I just came from your ranch. I saw your herd. I'm prepared to offer you the top money. $8 a head for the whole kit and caboodle.
$8 a head?
Mm-hmm. Top money. $8 a head.
They're worth $18 a head here and $22 at the railhead.
Yeah, not this year. It's a bad year for cattle. The market's down in Chicago. Just ask anybody.
Well, now that you open it up like that, mister, I've heard this is a good year for cattle.
You calling me a liar, stranger?
No. I'm saying that they're paying $22 a head at the Ellsworth Railhead, like Mr. McLean says.
That's where I'm driving my cattle to.
And I'm saying this button-in hombre is lying about that price. And I'm going to beat the lie right back in his throat.
Bill, did you hear what that sidewinder said?
I heard him, Jingles. Let him make his play.
I'll make my play all right.
Look out, Bill!
Try to stop a deal from me, will you?
I guess it was a bad deal to start with.
Hang up his hide, Bill.
You'll never hang up my hide.
Well, I can try.
Oh!
Well, that's putting him away, Bill.
All right, Bronson. If you want some more, get on your feet.
No, I don't want any more right now. You're not through with me yet. And if McLean tries driving that herd to Ellsworth tomorrow, he's never going to get him there.
Don't make any brags you can't back up, mister.
Yeah, if it's trouble you're looking for, you're liable to find yourself neck deep in a barrel of wildcats. Bill, I sure didn't like the looks of that gopher-faced top-money Bronson. You reckon he'll really cause trouble for Mr. McLean?
I doubt it, Jingles. If he's an authorized buyer for the Chicago meat packers, he can't afford to.
Hey, look, Bill, here comes the station. Red for leather.
Hey, Jingles, that driver's been in trouble.
Don't see nobody shot up.
Come on, let's go see what the trouble was about.
Hey, Bill, don't run so fast. I ain't no antelope, you know.
Keep pumping, Jingles.
Hey, there's Smitty the blacksmith. Maybe he knows. Hey, Smitty, you old horn-toad, come here.
Hey, Mr. Hickok. Jingles, the darndest thing.
What happened with the stage, Smitty?
They was held up outside of town about 10 mile by one lone masked bandit.
What'd he do, take the strong box of gold?
Nope, weren't carrying no gold. This hombre stole a passenger off the stage at the point of a gun.
A passenger?
Yep, and that's the funny thing. Guess what the passenger's name was that was took by that bandit?
This is no time for games, Smitty. Who was he?
That passenger's name was Top Money Bronson.
Now, what do you think of that, Bill?
What I'm wondering is, does this mean more bad luck for old Dad McLean on his cattle drive?
Yeah. You know, Bill, I'm right sorry about all Mr. McLean's bad luck.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way about it, Jingles.
Well, I do, Bill.
That's fine. So do I, Jingles, so I figured we're riding with Dad McLean's trail herd at sunup tomorrow.
Now, Bill, let's not be too hasty about this.
I figure he can use another flank rider and a cook, and he'll get 2 U.S. lawmen to boot.
A cook? Now, who do you reckon that's going to be?
That's you, Cookie.
Oh, no, now, not me. Bill, I wouldn't drive those ornery mules on a chuck wagon and cook sourdough bread and beans and fight the dust and ford the rivers for nothing.
Now, Jingles.
No, sir, you couldn't get me to be a cookie to a trail herd for $1 million. No, sir. All right, you cowhands, come and get it before I throw it out. Come on.
Hey, you, Cookie, quit beating on the triangle or I'll wrap it around your neck.
Now, what's the matter? I thought it sounded right pretty.
Them cows are already as nervous as a new preacher giving his first sermon. You want to spook the whole herd and make them stampede?
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
Then you keep as quiet as a coyote stealing a chicken.
Oh, sure, I'll be quiet. Oh, well, excuse me, they must have slipped.
One more like that, you bean masher, and I'll bury you out in the lone prairie.
Oh, goodness. Hello, Bill.
Got the grub ready, Jingles?
You sure have, Bill. Here you are.
Thanks, partner.
Hey, here comes Mr. McLean. What's that he's packing?
Oh. Howdy, boys.
Howdy, boys.
Hi.
Say, could I put this sack of salt in your wagon, Jingles?
A sack of salt? Oh, it's cattle salt. Sure, put it down by the sourdough keg, Mr. McLean. You can move some of those blanket rolls.
Things seem to be going all right so far, Mr. McLean.
I reckon so, Bill, but 4 days on the trail ain't enough to go by. If Bronson's gonna cause us trouble, he's still got plenty of time.
Mr. McLean, Jingles.
Yeah, Bill?
You see something, Bill?
Don't let on you're suspicious, but look up there on the ridge to the right of the herd.
Where? Bill, there's 2 men riding along up there.
What are you getting at, Hickok?
I don't want you to get jumpy now, but those same 2 riders have been keeping up even with us for 2 days.
You think that's Bronson?
I don't know.
What are you thinking, Bill?
Just this. If they do mean trouble, we'll wait till they make a move, and then we're going to go after them.
Well, we'll hit a great place for trouble just about sunup tomorrow.
Where's that, Mr. McLean?
Red River Crossing. That spot's plenty bad medicine. River's up, Hickok. The current's running heavy.
Yeah. The cattle don't want to take to the water.
Well, we'd better get this herd across. I'll go help the boys. Maybe you'd better go help Jingles with the chuck wagon. And keep an eye peeled up on that ridge.
Don't worry about it, Mr. McLean. All right, Buckshot, let's go help Jingles. Come on. Hey, boy.
How! Get down, one of you whoppers, crowbait! How! Get now, go on, get wet. Put your necks in those collars.
How you coming, Jingles?
Oh, nothing to move these mules short of dynamite.
They just don't want to get wet. Come on, try them again.
All right, but, hey, Bill, what's happening with the herd?
I don't know, but I'm going back to find out. Come on, back up, Buckshot. Come on, back. Hey! Hey, Mac, what's up?
Bill, it's come. That sneaking coyote on the ridge is trying to spook the cattle. It's all we can do to hold him.
What's he doing?
He's got a mirror reflecting the sun in the eyes of the herd. It's got them jumpy as jackrabbits. If they take to milling in midstream, half of them will drown.
Yeah. There he is. I see the mirror up there on the point.
He's too far away to shoot at and take too long to run him off of there. What can we do?
Might make it with a rifle.
You're loco, Hickok. No man ever hit anything that far. Well, tan my hide, you did. You broke that mirror with one shot. I never see the beat.
All right, Mac, let's straighten out this herd and get them across the river before those ridge runners think up some new tricks.
Hickok, don't swim out in them melon longhorns. It's pure suicide.
Well, Mr. McLean, Bill sure untied the knots in your cattle for you, didn't he?
Yeah, Jingles. If it hadn't been for him, we'd have lost half the herd. He was all over the river, turning critters. Well, here comes Ripple at him. What's chasing you, Rip?
Boss, there's a cattle inspector up at the head end. Says he's cutting our trail.
Tarnation, more delay. What's he looking for, Rip?
Says he's looking for strays and signs of Spanish fever.
Well, he won't find no strays in my herd. And as for Spanish fever, that's the healthiest bunch of cows he'll ever see. And that's what I'll tell him.
Mind if I come along, Mac?
I'll be glad if you did, Bill. Come on.
Come on.
Come on, Rip. You're wasting your time and mine. You won't find anything.
No, there's signs of Spanish fever in them cows, or I don't know my business.
What? Why, you...
Ah, don't do no good to ball, mister. You'll have to lay that herd up here in quarantine for the usual 60 days.
Bill, did you hear that? It'll ruin me.
Yeah, I reckon it would, and maybe that's the idea.
I don't savvy that, Bill.
Whoa, Mew, whoa. Hey, what's going on here, Bill?
This inspector says we've got Spanish fever in the herd, Jingles. You claim to be an inspector for this territory. You wouldn't mind showing us your papers of authority, would you?
You doubting my word, stranger?
You mean you don't think he's an inspector at all, Bill?
I didn't say that, Jingles. But if he is, he won't mind showing me some proof of his authority.
I'll show you some proof.
You know, it's the funniest thing the way some people keep thinking they can outdraw Wild Bill Hickok. They never learn.
Hickok? You Wild Bill Hickok, stranger?
You can bet your new horsehair belt he is, you varmint.
Why, that low-life double-crosser didn't tell me.
Who didn't tell you what, mister?
Why,
Hey, Bill, somebody's shooting at us.
No, they're shooting at the
They're
herd.
trying to make them stampede.
Quick, Rip. They are stampeding. Right toward that jump-off. Turn them.
We'll never stop them. They'll stampede right off that cliff.
I'll lose the whole herd.
Jingles, hand me that sack of salt from the wagon.
Sack of salt now. Well, what are you going to do with that?
Quick, hand it to me.
Okay, here it is.
Throw a squaw hitch around the back of my saddle.
Okay, but I think you're local. There it is.
Good. See you later. Come on.
Hey,
Bill, where you going?
hey, he's riding right up for the head end.
Yeah, he's crossing in front of the
He
stampede.
won't have a chance. They'll run right over him.
Bill, come back here, Bill. Don't get in front of that stampede. They'll stop you to death. Bill!
well, bless my old bones if these Kellogg's Corn Pops don't sure make good eating any way you like. Out of the box or out of the bowl, they're wonderful. Now, bridle up here close and I'll tell you about it. One way to eat 'em's right out of the box like I'm doing now. Yes, you're mighty doggone good. They got the sweetening already on 'em. Now, the other way to eat Corn Pops is out of the bowl with milk. But remember what I said about the sweetening. Don't go putting sugar on 'em. They're already sweetened for you. Tasty, puffed-up hearts of corn all ready to go. And they're good for you, too. But, partners, they're a real two-way cereal with vitamins B and D and important minerals and food energy, too. So if you aren't sitting down right now enjoying Kellogg's Corn Pops, you better saddle up and ride down to the store tomorrow and load up. You'll need plenty because the whole family's going to be diving into 'em and maybe leave you out of stock. Now, let's say our little saying together. Kids love Pops, moms love Pops, and Pops love Pops. Good for you. Right now, I'm almost busting to get back the show. How about you? Okay, let's listen.
A shot from the hills has started the full trail herd on a stampede. Wild Bill Hickok, seeing that the cattle are headed for a steep cliff, grabs a sack of salt and rides directly across the path of the stampede.
Suffering centipedes, Mr. McLean. What's Bill doing?
He's cut a hole in that sack of salt and letting it pour out in a line directly across the path of the stampede.
If Buckshot stumbles, Bill will be smashed under that herd.
Look, Jingles, I don't believe it.
The herd is slowing down. Now, what made them do that?
They're stopping and starting to graze. The stampede's over. I never see the beat.
Look at them crowd around that line of salt Bill spilled out there.
Yeah. Here comes Bill. Now, there's a handy man to have riding herd.
Yeah, he sure is.
Whoa, Buckshot, whoa. Well, Mr. McLean, looks like my little trick worked.
It sure did, Bill.
Hey, where'd that phony inspector get to?
Well, when the stampede started, he hightailed it for the hills over there.
Get your horse, Jingles. We're going after him and that other snake that started that stampede.
Now you're talking, partner. I'm itching to get a 6-gun in my fist instead of a hunk of sardo. Let's go!
Hey!
They went up in the rocks about here, Bill.
Keep after him, partner.
Well, I lost their trail.
There it is on that rock, Jingles. A big scratch. One of those horses drags a hind foot. See?
Yeah. Went this way, didn't they?
That's right. Now keep your eyes open. There they are, Jingles.
Yeah, I knew we'd find them.
Get on off your horse.
Now, let's smoke them out, Bill.
No. You stay here and keep them busy. I'll go around and get up behind them.
Right.
All right, Madison. Drop that iron and reach. Hi.
You don't get me, Hickok.
That's it, Bronson, or whatever your name is. Time's come for you to meet the sheriff.
Hickok, I don't know how to thank you and Jingles for pulling us out of a hole.
I'm just glad we got your cattle here to Ellsworth in good shape.
Yes, sir. You know, it sure looks good to see them all loaded and headed for Chicago. And you got your $22 a head, just like Bill said you would, too.
You'd have never made it without you two, that's for sure. By the way, Bill, what'd you mean when you said that Jasper's name wasn't Bronson after all?
I got word back to the sheriff in town, Mr. McLean.
Yeah, and do you know what he said? He said that this salamander we caught is named Slick Eye Carter, and he's the bandit that held up the stage and took Bronson off of it.
That's right. They found the real Bronson tied up in a cabin back in the woods.
Well, there they go. And that crook Carter's with them, headed for the pen. Now we can head back.
Good luck, Mr. McLean.
Thank you. By the way, Jingles, you want to sign on that chuck wagon regular? The job's open.
No, sir. I'm giving up cooking for good. I'm so tired of sourdough and hog jaws, I might give up eating for good, too. I wasn't always getting so hungry.
And now, here are the stars of Wild Bill Hickok, Guy Madison, and Andy Devine.
You'll want to be with us next week for sure, folks, because we got a story for you about a cowpoke's wedding.
Well, now, ain't that nice? Maybe we can stay out of trouble for once, huh?
Not on your life, Andy. There'll be plenty of gun smoke. But meanwhile, you kids remember to get Kellogg's Corn Pops.
Right. It's the great new cereal with the sweetening already on it.
You bet it is. Andy and I think Corn Pops are great. So long.
See you next week.
Yes, sir, be sure to listen next week at this same time on this same station when Kellogg's Corn Pops brings you another exciting story of Wild Bill Hickok, starring Guy Madison and Andy Devine in person. Today's cast included Herbert Butterfield, Bill Boucher, Frank Gerstle, Lou Marcel, and Jack Moyles. Our director is Paul Pierce, music by Dick Orant. This is a David Heyer production, transcribed in Hollywood. This is Charlie Lyon reminding you, kids love Pops, moms love Pops, Pops love Pops. Kellogg's Corn Pops.
and pass those Kellogg's Corn Pops. 'Cause here comes Guy Madison as Wild Bill and his pal Jingles, which is me, Andy Devine. We got another rootin' tootin' Wild Bill Hickok adventure story for you from that great new cereal with the sweetening already on it, Kellogg's Corn Pops!
Kellogg's Corn Pops brings you Wild Bill Hickok, transcribed in Hollywood and starring Guy Madison as Wild Bill and Andy Devine as his pal Jingles. When one of the calico belles of the Old West decided to marry the man of her choice, it was an occasion which involved the whole countryside. The wedding called friends and relatives from miles around. They came by wagon and horseback from the hills and the valleys and stayed to celebrate for days. Cindy Lou Carleton's wedding was one of these occasions, and among those who rode into Sunshine Valley to celebrate were Wild Bill Hickok, United States Marshal, and his fun-loving deputy, Jingles.
Hey, Bill, this Carlton Ranch is quite a spread.
Yeah. Next to the Silver Jim Dalton spread, it's the biggest in Sunshine Valley.
Where's the Dalton layout?
Right next door.
Oh, they're neighbors, huh?
That's what Cindy Lou said in her letter.
You mean you don't know this Dalton feller she's marrying?
Nope, never met him.
How you reckon he's going to feel about having the best man he never met?
I don't know. Pull up here, Jingles.
Oh.
We can go around the corner of the house to the front door.
Yeah, I hope we're not too late for the refreshments.
That comes later. Wait a minute, Jingles.
What?
Listen.
I said sign that paper, Carlton. That was our agreement, and I'm ready to go through with my end of the bargain.
I don't know what else I can do.
There's nothing else you can do, and you know it.
All right, there it is.
Come on, Jingles.
Who's that? Oh, Bill Hickok. Welcome to the wedding, Bill.
Howdy, Mr. Carlton. This is my partner, Jingles.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Carlton, and thanks for inviting me to the shindig.
Glad to have you, Jingles. Jim, this is your best man, Bill Hickok, and Jingles. Shake hands with Jim Dalton, gents.
Hickok, Cindy Lou didn't tell me the name of the Jasper she wrote was going to be the best man.
Well, then you're the luckiest bridegroom in these parts, Mr. Dalton. You know, it ain't everybody who gets Wild Bill Hickok to stand up with him when he's getting hitched.
You figure I'm lucky, do you?
I sure do.
Well, I don't.
Oh.
I reckon it's bad luck having a lawman at a wedding at all, and this one in particular. And when it comes to who's going to have the bad luck, we'll just wait and see.
Hey, what's going on here?
Those are Dalton boys coming to the wedding?
Dalton's cowhands, huh?
Yeah. You know, every one of them loudmouth sidewinders is toting 2.6 guns slung low and tied down. That's a passel of mean gun slicks, or you can have my new $20 war bonnet.
Hi there, cowpunchers. Here's your old pal, Panhandle Jim. You know, every good-sized ranch always has a cookie. He's the feller that fixes the food for the outfit. Yes, sir, and every cookie gets food that's not only good for you, but good tasting, too. Well, you can be your own ranch cook. You go on out and get some of those good Kellogg's Corn Pops. Corn Pops are golden hearts of corn, all popped up big and sassy. They're crisp and crunchy. And listen to this. Kellogg's Corn Pops are already sweetened for you. Eat 'em right out of the box or for some real chow at breakfast in a bowl with milk. No sugar needed, mind you. The sweetening's already there. Believe me, men, when you light into a package of Kellogg's Corn Pops, I'm willing to stake my best Palomino pony you'll say you never enjoyed better eating. Now, tomorrow, sure, you'll want to saddle up and ride for the store. Load up on Kellogg's Corn Pops so you'll have plenty around for breakfast and snacks. Now, listen to this little saying I always use. I'm going to ask you to say it with me in a little while. Kids love Pops, moms love Pops, and Pops love Pops. Now, let's get back to Wild Bill and Jingles.
Wild Bill Hickok and Jingles have been invited to the wedding of Cindy Lou Carleton. But on arriving at the Carlton Ranch, they see some disturbing things, one of which is a bunch of Dalton's cowhands wearing tied-down 6 guns, a sure sign of a gun slick. As they are starting for the altar, Bill mentions it to Silver Jim Dalton.
Dalton, this is the first time I ever saw men packing 6 guns to a wedding.
Make you nervous, Marshal?
No, but I don't think it's the right thing to do.
What you think don't make no difference here, Hickok. This is my wedding. Get that straight and keep it that way.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered together here in the sight of God and in the face of this company to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony. Come now to be joined. If any man can show just cause why they may not lawfully be joined together, let him now speak, or else hereafter forever hold his peace. Were you about to speak, Mr. Carlton?
No, I'm sorry. I just coughed.
He's got nothing to say. Get on with it, Parson.
I require and charge you both, as ye will answer at the dreadful day of judgment. I now pronounce you man and wife.
All right, man, all right. Now you can get out and tear down them fences separating my ranch from Carlton's. It's all one now. Drive them scrawny steers of mine down on that good feed in Carlton, South 40.
Well, what do you mean? Dad? Dad, what's he saying?
Go on, Dad. Tell her. I'm going into town to celebrate with the boys. And when I come back to get you tonight, Cindy Lou, see that you're ready.
Well, now that's the lowest, meanest trick I ever saw pulled on a brand new bride.
Come on, Jingles. I want to talk to him. Wait a minute, Dalton. I want to talk to you.
Hickok, you've been on the prod for me long enough. Now I'm going to prove I don't like it.
Billy's coming for you.
Let him come, Jingles.
You've been asking for this.
I don't remember asking for anything, Dalton.
No.
No, but now that you are, I'm willing to oblige.
Why, I'll kill you for that.
That's it, Bill. Let him have it. Get up, Bill. Get up.
How do you like it, you two-bit saddle tramp?
Fine, but I'm coming back for more.
That's it, Bill. A 1, a 2. Now in the breadbasket, Bill. Now 1 for me.
Okay, Jingles. This one's for you.
Now, you blue-gilled catfish, that'll teach you to mix with Wild Bill Hickok and Jingles.
Yeah, thanks, Jingles.
Well, I was backing you up all the time.
Pick Dalton up and put him in the buggy before Cindy Lou comes out.
Let go of me, you big ape.
Ape? Why, you can't call me an ape. I'll pick you up where Bill left off and sit on you.
No, I'll get up. But I'm not forgetting this, Hickok.
Dalton, I didn't ask for any of this. I came out here at Cindy Lou's invitation to be best man at her wedding.
Yeah, and he didn't know what kind of a snake she was marrying either.
Who she marries is her business, Dalton. But I'm going to say this. You'd better treat that little gal right and stay on a fair trail from here on out. Or I'll take off this star on my vest and come after you on my own. That clear?
Yeah, and I'll be right with him. Wild Bill Hickok never had to hide behind a star in his life.
Let it go, Jingles. I think Dalton heard me.
Yeah, but with that puffed up jaw, he don't feel like talking much. Oh, excuse me,
What's
Cindy
going
Lou.
on here?
Oh, nothing much.
Jingles?
Jim? Jim, what happened to your face?
Get in the buggy. We're leaving.
All right, Jim. Goodbye, Dad. I'll drop over every day to see how you're getting on.
Bye, baby. Take care of yourself.
And, Bill, I'm so glad you and Jingles could come.
So am I, Cindy Lou, and if you ever need any more help, just let us know.
You come on and quit that palavering.
No, put the bags and bundles in the back, Cindy Lou.
Hurry up.
Easy, you, and you remember what Bill told you.
Get up. Higher. Go horse.
Well, there goes my little girl.
No, don't you feel bad, Mr. Carlton. Things are going to be all right.
You know, Mr. Carlton, you ought to cinch up that long frown you're wearing and look on the bright side.
Bill, you and Jingles come on back in the parlor to my desk.
I've got a long, unpleasant story to tell you.
Oh, Bill, what'd you hustle me out so early in the morning for? You know, this is the first time I had a chance to sleep on a feather tick in months.
Well, after what Mr. Carlton told us last night, I figured it couldn't do any harm to look around a little.
Man, I wanted to sleep all day. You know, I was dreaming about the wedding yesterday and how pretty Cindy Lou looked all dressed up in her veil and things. Huh? She sure looked just like an angel sent down to... Say, Bill, can you explain something to me?
I'll try, partner, if I know what it is.
Well, I still don't understand some of that business Carlton told us last night. I get the part about he was broke and he was borrowing heavy from Dalton to keep his ranch going until he was gun belt deep in debt.
That's right. So then Dalton came to make a deal.
Because Dalton was sweet on Cindy Lou, although he didn't act like it last night. But the paper he made Carlton sign.
The paper stated that Carlton would let Dalton take down the fences between their property and gave Dalton grazing rights.
Yeah, and Dalton would run both ranches. But then why did Carlton let Cindy Lou marry him?
Because he thinks he's going to die soon, and he wants her taken care of.
Oh, I see.
Jingles. Hey, pull up. Woo, 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 Buckshot. Woo. Here comes a bunch of riders.
Hey, look, Bill, that's Dalton leading a pack of his gunslings.
Now, you let me do the talking, Jingles.
Hey, what's the idea of being out on my land, Hickok?
I thought this was Carlton's land, Dalton.
It was. It's mine now, all of it.
All yours, except the silver mine rights.
How'd you know that?
Carlton told me that last night. The silver mine rights are his until he dies. Then they go to Cindy Lou.
Hell, he's kind of old. He's not going to live long, and Cindy Lou's my wife now. Figure it out for yourself, Hickok.
I already have.
There's nothing you can do. All right, Joe, hold a muzzle to each of their backs. Watch, Hickok.
Bill, some coyote sneaked up behind us.
Yeah, looks like they got the drop on us, partner.
That's right, Hickok. And are you going to be sorry you were so careless? Joe, flip those irons out of their holsters and kick them away from Hickok. That Jasper's full of tricks.
Bill, what's this hyena up to anyway?
I don't know, Jingles.
All right, boys, we pulled their fangs. Get down and get them now.
Bill, I don't like this.
That's it. Tie him to that tree.
I reckon you're going to be sorry for this one day, Dalton.
Well, the pleasure I'll get today will make up for it.
Let go of me, you sneaking
Won't do no good to squirm. That's it, boys. Tie him up tight.
You wait till I get loose, you varmints. I'll run you to the ground and then stomp you right into it.
Shut up!
Ow!
Cut that out, Dalton. Your fight's with me, not with Jingles.
All right, Hickok, here's what I figure you got coming from me. And I mean to pay my debts real big and generous.
Bill.
Yeah, partner.
Bill, are you all right?
Sure, I'll be fine. How about you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Sorry I got you into this, partner.
Oh, now, what are you saying? Quit talking like that. Oh, I just wished I could have got my hands free while he was beating you. I'd have pulled that coyote off of you, and I'd have sat on him till there wasn't nothing but a grease spot left.
I know you would, Jingles.
Bill, how are we going to get out of this fix?
I don't know. My hands are tied plenty tight.
Yeah, mine too, and the sun's climbing. We've been here a long time. Bill, you reckon the wolves will get around here tonight?
I don't know, partner.
Mr. Hickok! Wild Bill Hickok!
Hey, Bill, did you hear that?
It's Cindy Lou.
Wild Bill Hickok!
Yeah, it is. Bill, we're saved. Here we are, Cindy Lou. Over here.
Where?
Here, under this big oak tree. Come on over. Bill, she's coming.
Good.
She's saving us. Aren't you happy, Bill?
Sure. Only I was the one that was going to protect her, remember?
We'll get our chance, partner. All I want to do is to get out of here and after that Dalton.
Bill? Jingles? What happened? Oh, Bill, look at your face. Who did this, Bill? Who did it?
Never mind that, Cindy Lou.
Silver Jim Dalton, that husband you got, did it. Cindy Lou, and if Bill won't tell you, well, I will.
Oh, I knew it. There, your hands are untied, Bill. Now, Jingles.
Yeah, untie mine. I'm going after that polecat.
Simmer down now, Jingles. I reckon Cindy Lou's got some troubles of her own, or she wouldn't have come looking for us.
Yes, Bill. I'm worried, sick. I went back over to our house, Dad's house, to see how he was a few minutes ago. And I can't find him. Dad's completely disappeared.
Say, you buckaroos ever think you'd like to ride with Wild Bill? It sure would be fun, wouldn't it? Well, I can tell you right now, if you ever want to be hard-riding cowboys, you got to eat what's good for you. And what could be better than those crisp, crunchy Kellogg's Corn Pops? I mean, better tasting as well as better for you. And I want to tell you something else. Corn Pops make for mighty easy eating. That's because Kellogg's Corn Pops are the two-way cereal. You eat 'em out of the box or out of the bowl. Sure, and they're already sweetened for you. Just dig in and enjoy 'em right out of the box. But come breakfast time, you eat 'em in a bowl with a little milk. Now, no sugar, mind you. The sweetening's already on Corn Pops, and plenty of it. And that silvery bag inside keeps Corn Pops fresh up to 10 times longer. It's really nice for storing foods in the refrigerator, too. Doggone, you better be sure your mom's got a stock of Corn Pops around your ranch. Now, let's say our little saying all together. Kids love Pops, moms love Pops, and Pops love Pops. Good for you. Right now, I'm almost busting to get back to the show. Let's listen.
Cindy Lou Carlton has come searching for Wild Bill Hickok and Jingles to help her, and finds them tied up and badly beaten at the hands of her new husband, Silver Jim Dalton. When she unties them, she says her father, Mr. Carlton, has disappeared.
I'll bet Dalton's got him.
That's possible, but why would he take him?
I believe now that Silver Jim Dalton could do anything mean. But, well, I'm afraid that he's going to...
Oh, now, Miss Cindy Lou, don't you go crying over something that ain't happened yet. And that ain't gonna happen if Wild Bill Hickok and Jingles have anything to say about it. Huh, Bill?
You're right, Jingles. Lucky they didn't drive off our horses. Come on, partner, let's get our guns out of the brush and ride.
I'm right with you, Bill.
Cindy Lou, you better go on back to your dad's house and wait for us.
Not on your life. If you're going hunting, Dad, then I'm going along.
All right. Let's follow the trail of that bunch of horses Dalton and his men rode. Come on, Buckshot, up. Hi.
Jump, Joker.
Right, Maribel.
Bill, the trail of them horses leads off here to the left.
Yeah, it heads up the hill, Jingles.
Why, that's up toward the entrance of Dad's mine tunnel.
Then that means real trouble. That's where we'll find them.
Huh. Looks like they found us, Bill.
All right, give it to them.
They're heading down the hill, right? Bent for leather.
Yeah, there's too many of them.
Well, what are we going to do?
Cindy, you take that left trail and hide in the trees. I'll be back. Come on, Jingles. We'll lead them away from here. All right, through those trees, Jingles. Now head for the rocks up there. All right, now, partner, it's up to you. You keep ahead of them and lose them up there on the hill someplace, okay?
Don't worry, Bill. When I get through running those monkeys, they'll need an Indian guide to get them back here. See you later. Jump, Joker. There's work to do. Hi-hi!
Good luck, partner. All right, Buckshot, back in those trees. That's up, boy. Be quiet. Here they come. Good boy, Buckshot. Now let's go find Dalton. He didn't ride with his boys. Back on the same trail, Buckshot. We'll pick up Cindy Lou in a minute. Cindy! Cindy Lou!
Bill? Is that you, Bill?
Yeah, come on out.
Where's Jingles?
Leading Dalton boys on a wild goose chase. Don't worry about Jingles. He knows more tricks than an Indian chief.
Bill, I know those gunslingers came from up at Dad's silver mine tunnel. That means that Dalton's up there breaking the contract Dad signed with him.
Then let's go get him. Come on, Buckshot. Hi.
Get... But Bill, I'm afraid he's got Dad up there with him.
Now, don't think anything worse than you know, Cindy. We better hurry.
Well, just one more thing, Bill. Up to now, everything Dalton's done has looked legal. But I found out something different last night.
What do you mean?
Well, he got to bragging to me last night. Figured I'd be too scared to tell anybody. The reason Dad went broke was because Dalton's been rustling Dad's cattle.
A big ranch and a silver mine wasn't enough for him, huh?
No, he bragged that he'd own the whole valley before he was through. And that if I told anyone, he'd kill Dad. You see, Bill, that's why I'm afraid.
Well, we'll soon find out. Hey, we're getting pretty close. Whoa, Buckshot. Get off your horse. We'll leave him here.
The mine tunnel's right above us.
Cindy! Go away! Go away!
That's Dad. Oh, thank goodness he's alive.
Why is he saying go away? He can't see us.
Cindy! You don't go away, Dalton will kill me!
Can you see them, Bill?
No, but there's something wrong up there.
Bill, look!
Yeah, Cindy. I told you if you told anybody, you'd never see your old man again. Now take a good look at him.
Keep him talking, Cindy Lou. He hasn't seen me yet. I'll sneak up behind him.
All right, but hurry. Dalton, what are you going to do?
If you don't go away and keep your mouth shut, I'll throw him off this cliff.
No, don't do it.
Then go away and take Hickok with you.
All right, Dalton, put him down. I can get you before you hurt him.
All right, here, take him. I'll... Whoa!
Bill, Dad and I can't thank you and Jingles enough for what you've done for us.
Well, Cindy Lou, we're glad it turned out all right for you.
Yeah, you're a free woman again with Dalton gone. And your dad's got all his cattle back.
The way you and Bill rounded up them gun slicks and turned them over to the sheriff was something to see.
Give Jingles the credit for that, Mr. Carlton. You know, when I told him to lead him off and lose him, I didn't figure he'd run him straight into a posse.
Well, neither did I, but it seemed all right once it happened.
Well, good luck to both of you, and the latch string's always out here at my place for you both.
Thank you, Mr. Carlton. Goodbye, Cindy Lou.
Goodbye, Bill. Goodbye, Jingles. Come back and see us.
Well, ma'am, we might, providing you don't figure out some way to invite us to another wedding. You know, the way this one kept us going, I don't care if I never see another wedding the rest of my life, especially mine.
And now, here are the stars of Wild Bill Hickok, Guy Madison, and Andy Devine.
That about does it for today, folks, but we'll be back again the same time next week.
We sure will, and with a slam-bang story of floods and fighting.
Meanwhile, Andy and I also hope you'll remember to get Kellogg's Corn Pops.
Right. It's the great new cereal with the sweetening already on it.
You bet it is. Andy and I think Corn Pops are great. So long.
See you next week.
Yes, sir, be sure to listen next week at this same time on this same station when Kellogg's Corn Pops brings you another exciting story of Wild Bill Hickok, starring Guy Madison and Andy Devine in person. Today's cast included Michael Ann Barrett, Hal Gerard, Paul McVeigh, Bob Bruce, and Jack Moyles. Our director is Paul Pierce. The music was by Dick Orant. This is a David Heyer production, transcribed in Hollywood. This is Charlie Lyon reminding you, kids love Pops, moms love Pops, Pops love Pops. Kellogg's Corn Pops.